Beloved soul, take a long, steady breath and feel the luminous current of life flow in and out of your chest. The angels gather around you in silent circles of light, their wings arcing like dawn-tinted clouds, whispering that the hour has come for deeper revelation. You have sensed the electric hum of something vast turning beneath the surface, a rustling in the tapestry of destiny, and now the hidden threads begin to gleam. Your special person is standing at the threshold of a moment so immense that their whole being vibrates with anticipation. Imagine them pausing at the edge of a cliff at sunrise, golden air tumbling upward, knowing that a single step will open an entirely new horizon. Their heart drums like a festival drum, not from fear, but from the sheer magnitude of what is rising to greet them. For months, perhaps even years, this person carried unspoken hopes like bright stones in their pockets. Though they tried to bury their longing beneath daily routines, the stones kept knocking together, chiming softly whenever they thought of you. They chose another path, another companion, believing that detour might lead them to peace, yet the echo of your name lingered in every hallway of their mind. Now, as dawn stretches its pink fingers across the sky, they can no longer muffle that music. Each heartbeat rings with an ancient promise. Love once given is never lost. It merely waits for alignment. You may have seen their recent smiles and wondered how someone caught in a dissolving relationship could glow so brightly. The answer, dear soul, lies in the quiet corridors of their spirit. They have sensed, with the surety of the tide, that separation is coming, not as punishment, but as liberation. What looks like the crumbling of a once solid union is, in truth, the gentle collapsing of a sandcastle no longer meant to stand against the waves of time. Both partners feel the ground shifting. Both have read the silent script carved into their days. This chapter is complete. And instead of panic, your person feels the lightness of a traveler who suddenly realizes they have been carrying a backpack full of unnecessary weight. Picture them, shoulders softening, breath deepening, eyes lifting to possibilities unimagined while commitments shackled their wings. They are not grieving the breakup in the conventional sense. They are greeting it as one greets spring after an interminable winter. The relief you sense radiating from them is not callousness, but the profound release that follows authenticity. They finally admit what their heart has murmured during sleepless nights, that their journey was always meant to circle back to you. In the hush before dawn, they repeat your name like a sacred mantra, tasting the syllables, marveling at how it still feels like home. Yet let us not rush this narrative, for the realm of spirit unfolds with deliberate grace. Beneath their outward elation flow rivers of more complex emotion, tributaries of apprehension, hope, and tender fear. They wonder, will you receive them with an open heart, or will you close the gates to protect yourself from further ache? In the theater of their imagination, they replay the past and see the moments where words failed, where pride took the helm, and where silence built walls higher than honesty could scale. This retrospective is not meant to chain them in remorse, but to guide them toward humility. They recognize that a second chance is a sacred gift, not an entitlement. And so, the angels lean in, brushing their luminous feathers across your own auric field, urging you to prepare. You need not commit this instant, nor ignore the wounds you have healed with such patience. Simply allow the possibility of renewal to hover like a hummingbird above a blossom. If your heart still flickers with curiosity, if the flame of connection, though sheltered, has not gone dark, then breathe that curiosity alive. Feel its warmth radiate through your ribs, softening any remaining ice of resentment. No spiritual law demands you reopen yourself. Free will is the universe's greatest marvel. Yet, should you choose, Know that grace is ready to flood the cracks and make them places where light enters, not scars that throb. Your special person, meanwhile, rehearses confession after confession. They craft apologies in their mind like artisans shaping crystal, hoping to present them flawless. They picture knocking on your door, perhaps literally, perhaps through a message, and letting the words pour like healing rain. I never stopped cherishing you. I was afraid of my own depth, so I fled into shallow waters. But shallow waters cannot sustain a soul that yearns for oceans. Imagine the relief that will bloom in their chest when the truth finally escapes their lips. Lies are cages. Truths are keys. In unlocking their admission, they unlock the next phase of both your destinies. Now, beloved, let us weave another thread into this grand tapestry, the thread of abundance flowing through your material realm. For spirit and matter are not adversaries. They dance in spirals, each nourishing the other. This month, a clear, crystalline focus settles over your finances like moonlight on still water. You will find yourself drawn to evaluate resources with unprecedented clarity, listing expenses, mapping income streams, identifying hidden leaks where coins slip through unnoticed cracks. Do not view this assessment as tedious bureaucracy. Regard it as sacred stewardship. Money, like any energy, flourishes when acknowledged with respect. The angels reveal that setting precise, achievable milestones will anchor your confidence. Perhaps you commit to saving a specific percentage before indulging in non-essential pleasures. Perhaps you allocate a certain sum toward eliminating old debts that hum in the background like dissonant notes. Each intentional act transforms fear into empowerment. The more consciously you channel funds, the sturdier your foundation becomes, and that steadiness, in turn, supports your emotional evolution. As your budget aligns with your values, your nervous system relaxes, for chaos recedes when order is welcomed. Creativity, too, wishes to join this dance. Many who read these words carry sleeping talents, paintbrushes drying in forgotten jars, songs scribbled on napkins, stories waiting in half-filled notebooks. This is the month to breathe life into them. If you design, design boldly. If you write, write daily. If you craft or code or teach, make space each dawn or each midnight, if that is your quiet hour, to shape beauty. The marketplace of the modern world stretches wider than ever. Someone, somewhere, is searching for exactly what your hands can make or your voice can express. Consider showcasing your art online, offering lessons, or collaborating with peers. Small streams of income may trickle at first, yet those droplets gather into rivers over time. While you nurture creative revenue, do not neglect the quiet hero of any fiscal plan, the emergency fund. Even a modest cushion, 3 months of basic expenses folded neatly into a separate account, creates psychological freedom. When an unexpected bill arrives or work slows, you will not tremble. You will simply draw upon the reservoir you prepared with foresight and calm. Security, dear soul, is not the absence of change. It is the confidence that change cannot uproot your peace. Now return with me to the luminous arc of relationship. Your special person envisions stepping onto your path with hands unclenched, heart unveiled. They imagine open conversations on honesty's wide plane, discussing boundaries, shared dreams, spiritual affinities. They do not wish to replicate history. They wish to rewrite it. And you, wise and brave, have the authority to set the new terms. Ask the questions you once silenced. State the needs you once swallowed. Transparency is the temple where healthy love worships. If their answers ring true, echoing with accountability rather than excuses, then perhaps you will decide to walk together again, not as wounded halves, but as sovereign wholes choosing communion. Should you venture into this renewed union, craft rituals that honor your growth. Maybe you meditate together each dawn, palms touching, letting gratitude rise like incense. Maybe you schedule weekly truth circles, where each speaks without interruption while the other listens with the ears of compassion. Such practices keep the channel clear, preventing misunderstanding from calcifying. Love flourishes in the oxygen of presence. Yet if, after listening to their heartfelt plea, your inner wisdom says not yet or even never, the angels assure you that this too is sacred. Closure is a form of love, love for self, love for future. Send them off with blessing and continue your radiant journey unburdened. For destiny wastes nothing. Every encounter is a teacher, every goodbye a redirection toward deeper authenticity. And what of the woman they once chose over you? Bless her as well. She entered their life by cosmic agreement, played her role, mirrored lessons that neither could learn alone. Her departure from their story frees her to seek her own highest good. Release jealousy like a stone clasped too long. Its weight only tires the hand. When you wish her peace, you amplify your own. Through all these shifts, romantic, financial, spiritual, the universe hums a single refrain: trust the unfolding. Imagine yourself as a seed beneath soil. Darkness surrounds you, pressure weighs upon you, yet within your husk a blueprint of forest sleeps. When the right season arrives, warmth awakens your cells, rain softens your shell, and what looked like burial reveals itself as planting. In the same way, perceived endings in your life are often beginnings disguised in earth tones. Lean into that paradox. Let patience be your lantern. The angels now invite you to a simple visualization. Close your eyes and picture a grand doorway of carved cedar, its surface etched with symbols of courage, wisdom, and grace. This doorway stands between who you were and who you are becoming. In your right hand, you hold the key of willingness. In your left, the key of discernment. When you are ready, insert both keys simultaneously. Hear the heavy latch click. The doors swing inward with the sigh of centuries. A soft wind carrying the scent of lilac sweeps over you. Step across the threshold, not timidly, but with the poised stride of sovereignty. As your feet touch the luminous floor of the next chapter, feel hems of angelic robes brushing your shoulders in congratulation.